think that I am destined to be in this place. And I have come to that after many decades of thinking I was in control of my life and realizing I really am not. There's a family story, and I believe that family legacy is so important to bring us where we are. And I grew up with stories of my Aunt Helen, who had cerebral palsy. And back then, the government wasn't available to take care of people. So the family members took care of her. And every 6 months, she went to go live with another sibling in their family. And then my Uncle Dennis was born with hydrocephalus. And back then, special education didn't exist. And I heard the story about how my grandma marched him down to the school and said, if my girls are good enough to go to your school, so is my son. And she taught him how to read and write to a 3rd grade level, even though nobody had any clue how to do that. And then there was my sister, who was not accurately diagnosed until she was 28 with a diagnosis of autism. So in my family, there were 3 generations that nobody knew what to do with these people, and yet my family did. And so the legacy that came to me was that that's our job, is to take care of the people that can't take care of themselves. That other piece that I heard very early, the Lord will hold you accountable for what He has given you. And at the time, I thought that meant I had to do well in school because my sister could not do well in school. So I was an overachiever, and school was easy for me, and I was able to make it all the way through valedictorian, into college, into graduate school, got the PhD, and thought that was what I was supposed to be doing. And then it wasn't until I met Michael Wolf that he really stopped me in my tracks. And I started to realize that the gift I was given was that school was easy for me. The gift I've been given was the compassion to know what it's like to live with people who have disabilities and to live with a family who understands that compassion. So as Michael and I started this business, the different edge that I bring to this is not because I got a PhD and I'm a neuropsychologist. The edge that I bring is that compassion of knowing what it's like to live in that household, knowing what it's like to live with somebody who's overwhelmed with the world, who is so scared that every day they just can't function. Most people don't understand what that's like from the inside out. So that's what makes this a different kind of a job, because it's not the academic work. That part was easy. The writing the reports and understanding the diagnostic part, that's all intellectual. But where I'm at now in my life and my career is that the gift of compassion is what brings it to a new level. Stop figuring out what it is from our perspective, but try to see it from the kids' perspective and understand what they need first, not what program we can devise or what system we think is going to work best for them. They'll let us know what they need. We just have to be willing to see it beyond the surface. I truly believe that every child deserves a chance, no matter what their brain functioning is like, no matter what their IQ, no matter what their body is like, no matter what abuse they've been through. It's our responsibility to recognize what we need to do to set them up for success. Having that sense of accountability is very huge in our family, that you are responsible to do the very best you can and set other people up to do the best they can too.